Hello, my dear students. How are you? So it has been a long time since I uploaded my video, and I was busy in teaching. But now I have come with a new video for you. Try to understand the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Nowadays, you can see there are so many videos, news channels informing about this conflict. But I'm trying to explain this to all you students who are especially uh, studying political science at the intermediate level. Now, what is that conflict, Russia and Ukraine? Because you are a new generation, so many things you need to know about what actually happened that time. First thing that Ukraine was a part of Russia before its disintegration. Earlier, Russia was known as USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, and Ukraine was a part of that USSR. But USSR disintegrated in the year 1991 and Ukraine became an independent state, an independent nation, an independent country. But Ukraine was more or less was under the influence of Russia. Even Ukraine's head, government, was pro-Russia. And if you see the location, that is very important. Even if you are a student of political science, you should know geography very well. First of all, the first question is that where is Russia? Where is Ukraine? If you find that Ukraine is in Europe and Russia is also in Europe, and Ukraine is a neighboring country of Russia, and the capital of Russia is Moscow and the capital of Ukraine is Kyiv. So you have to understand that Russia, of course, would like to have a pro-Russia government there. But right now, in Ukraine, there is government which is not following Russian diktat, I can say, or maybe vocal in its critique of Russia. And Russia trying to get its influence back within its erstwhile countries who were once part of USSR, and also to secure its borders. Russia wants once again a pro-Russian government in Ukraine. So that is the conflict, the main reason of the conflict. Somewhere it is strategic, maybe economical, but in my opinion, it seems that it is more strategic. And that is why you can see the conflict is going on. So as a student of political science, you should know what is going in this world. Current affairs. Always keep yourself updated about current affairs. So that is very important if you want to analyze the situation, what is going on in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, the conflict. Now the big question arises in your mind that why then this United Nation, United UN is doing nothing about this. It is not like that. UN has taken steps like trying to pass a resolution condemning the action of Russia, trying to oppose the Russian invasion of Ukraine. But you have to understand that there are permanent 5 nations within the UN Security Council. There are 5 permanent members, and Russia is one of those members. Other members are USA, England, France and China. And Russia is there also as a permanent member, given veto power also. So Russia can use its veto power against that UN Security Council resolution against Russia. So that is also the thing. Now you can also find in news about NATO. What is NATO? Now NATO's full form is North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Actually, this treaty was formed during the Cold War era when USSR was existing as the second global power along with USA, and there was a constant tussle between these two superpowers. So that is why USA was forming like alliance of countries to contain the influence of USSR in the respective regions. That is why NATO was formed to safeguard or to contain or to block USSR's influence in Europe and other parts of the region. That is why NATO, we can see the news, lot of news like what NATO is doing, why NATO is not sending its force, why NATO forces are not countering the Russian influence in Ukraine or the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So in Ukraine, what we see, there is a democratically elected government, and that democratically elected government is somewhere opposing the Russian influence, trying to resist it, and Russia wants it under its control once again. You can see the things in Kazakhstan also. You can see the things in Belarus also, Belarus. There is also the government is pro-Russia. There is a ruler, Belarus ruler is pro-Russia, favoring Russia and supporting Russia. So this information may be valuable for you as a student of political science to analyze things. So my suggestion is to you, first find the location of Russia and Ukraine on map of the world. You will find that Russia still is the largest country of the world area wise, and major portion of the Russia lies in Asian continent, but some portion, actually 25%, one-fourth, is still in Europe, and even that one-fourth is a very large area. And Ukraine is also not a tiny country, so please don't think Ukraine is a tiny country population wise, but we can see Ukraine is still emerging as a power. So it's if we compare the military of Russia and Ukraine, of course Russia has a superior military strength. So please also try to find out how India is responding to this situation, trying in favor of peaceful dialogue and to end this conflict as soon as possible. So please also find out India's stance, that is very important also, and major powers of the world, how they are responding to this crisis. So please update your current affairs, but first also correct your basics, because if you do not understand the basics, then how you will understand the current aspect of this conflict, because background is always required to understand any news. Thank you students. I hope that this video is helpful for you, and please do share and like and comment on this video so that I can bring more videos in future for you like this. Okay, thank you.